Presenting financial statements and audit report for the Trinidad and Tobago Association for the Hearing Impaired, year ending 31st of December 2024. Management Responsibilities Overview. Management is tasked with ensuring the financial statements are prepared accurately and in compliance with relevant standards. Management is responsible for preparing and presenting financial statements as of 31st of December 2024. They're also responsible for ensuring proper accounting records are maintained and appropriate accounting policies are constantly applied. They're also responsible for implementing and monitoring internal controls to safeguard assets and prevent fraud. They confirm the association's ability to continue as a going concern for the next 12 months. Additionally, they use IFRS for SMEs for financial reporting. Independent Auditor's Report Summary. The auditors provide an opinion on the fairness of the financial statements. Based on their audit. The audited financial statements include statement of financial position, comprehensive income, meaning the money TTAHI makes or loses. Additionally, we must state cash flows for the year ending December 31st, 2024. The auditors opine that the financial statements present a fair view in accordance with IFRS for SMEs. The auditors conducted audit in compliance with the international standards on auditing. Auditors maintain independence and ethical standards throughout the audit process. Financial position as of 31st December 2024. This reflects the association's assets, liabilities, and accumulated funds. TTAHI's assets amounts to $42,806,979, which is an increase from $41,746,849 in 2023 in comparison. Non-current assets are things that are kept, for a long time. Those assets total $35,220,922, while current assets, which mean things that can be used, sold to get money in return quickly in under a year if the need arises. These things amount to $7,586,057. Accumulated funds, meaning savings from a surplus of funds, in comparison, have increased to $40,325,438 compared to $38,996,737 from 2023. 2023 was less. Current liabilities, which include things TTAHI may owe, stand at $2,481,541. In comparison, it is a decrease from $2,750,112, which is more in 2023. So less liabilities in 2024. Comprehensive income for the year 2024. This would comprise of all the money TTAHI made or lost. So the comprehensive income shows TTAHI's income and expenses, and for 2024 stand at $13,135,987, up from $12,407,145 in 2023. Major income sources include government subventions at $11,812,974, and also from a sale of hearing aid accessories like batteries, etc., which sum up to $872,170. Total expenses in 2024 have decreased to $11,611,361 in comparison to 2023's expenditure of $14,812,336. The net surplus for the year is $1,524,626. A recovery from a loss of $2,405,191 in 2023. Change in funds. The statement of changes in funds illustrates the movement in the association's funds over the year. So the accumulated fund, or saving from a surplus of funds, increased to $8,701,929 in 2024 from $7,177,303 in 2023. Additionally, over time, the building's use, aging, and wear and tear have been recognized in accounting records, and the total amount recognized so far is $7,893,745. Again, these are the building's use, aging, and wear and tear. And the amount recognized is about $7,893,745. Total funds at year end are $14,325,438. That's at the end of 2024 in comparison to the $38,996,737 from 2023. Cash flow summary for 2024. Cash flow is the amount of money exiting and entering TAHI, and it's going to be a comparison. Net cash flows from operating activities were about $430,964, and a decline was noticed in 2023 of $55,674. So again, 2024 net cash flow was more for operating activities in comparison to 2023, where 2024 comprised of $430,964 for operating activities compared to 2023, which was less, which is $55,674. Again, that is cash flow for operations. Cash used in investing activities in 2024 totaled to $25,246. Cash at the end of the year is $2,344,759 in 2024, which is less than what was at the end of the year in 2023, which was $2,800,969. So cash at the end of the year is less than 2024. The decrease in cash during the year was $456,210. So that cash is amounted to $456,210 less. Organizational overview and activities. These are the services that TAHI provide, the things that they do. So the association provides services to individuals with hearing impairments and operates under specific legislative frameworks. TAHI has been incorporated in 1962. and started its operations and serves the hearing impaired through schools and TTAHI. Schools for the Deaf and TTAHI. Funding primarily comes from government grants allocated for specific services. The organization is committed to transparency in financial reporting, especially regarding TTAHI's assets. Significant accounting policy summary. Financial statements are prepared following specific accounting principles and standards. They are prepared in accordance with IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards, for SMEs, and on a historical cost basis, meaning that the original cost price of assets are maintained and used in financial reporting to allow the comparison over the years. Income is recognized when received, especially government grants. Property, plant, and equipment, meaning assets that TAHI uses in its operations for over a year to generate revenue, now are depreciated based on their useful lives, with buildings at 2% annually. The association is exempt from corporation taxes under relevant legislation. Property, plant, and equipment, explaining the things the association there's investments in property, plant, and equipment and their valuation. Total property, plant, and equipment for the association is, in 2024, $6,837,707, which is less than $7,085,158 from 2023 in comparison. So in 2024, it's less as it pertains to property, plant, and equipment. And now TTAHI's property, plant, and equipment, which is separate from the association, we're focusing specifically on TTAHI. Their property, plant, and equipment totals $13,118,023, which is a decrease from $13,468,452. So yes, the depreciation for the year was $857,971, reflecting the wear and tear on assets. You know, the wear and tear, it's about $857,971. Inventory. The inventory statement, meaning stock, it reflects the association stock levels and valuation. Total inventory is valued at $5,099,479. It's an increase from 2023, where the total inventory was valued at $2,713,372. It includes stock on hand, which is $3,727,883, and goods in transit. They haven't arrived yet, but they are in transit. About $1,372,396. Staff costs. This outlines the expenses related to employee compensation. Total staff costs for 2024 are $7,200,985, a decrease from $7,624,910 in 2023. Again, that's the staff compensation. Salaries. Account for $4,934,936. Then there's additional costs for national insurance and gratuity contributions. Contingent liabilities. The association faces potential liabilities from ongoing litigation. A company by the name of Crown J Limited amounts to $1,112,476 with partial payments made. An arbitrator has recommended a settlement